Hi, everybody. It's Dee Slater with Create with Dee. Welcome to my Wednesday night live at 5. As you come on, I would love for you to say hi, let me know where you're from, and and just welcome on here. Tonight, we're going to be talking about gratitude journaling, and I'm going to do a series of gratitude. I should call it attitudes of gratitude. I think as we go into the fall, we think a lot of being thankful and celebrating family and friends. And I think it's going to be a really great series for us to go through. And I am excited about talking about the journaling. So before we get to that, and as people are getting notifications and everything that I'm going live, I thought I would just let everybody know that the new holiday catalog is going to be going live online here. Everybody will have a chance to order from it on September 6th. If you don't have a catalog yet or working with a demonstrator, you can get catalogs from me for $10, but then when I mail it to you, you'll get a $10 coupon off of your next order, as long as you order within a time period on that. Hi, Marge. Thanks for saying hi. Also, lots of ways this, upcoming to stamp with me, get things in your hands. In September, I've got a big stamping event with some friends and other demonstrators. It's called Stampapalooza. And that's coming up towards the end of the month, and live is going to be September 23rd, and then it's going to be available online the 25th and 26th. I've got card classes, I've got creative clubs, so please check out my newsletter to get all of the information on that. If you haven't subscribed to it yet, I invite you to do so. All right, I think that's everything that I wanted to make an announcement on here today. Let me go ahead and turn the camera around and we'll talk about gratitude journaling. Alrighty, so gratitude journaling is, well, let me turn the camera back here just a second. Okay, so I did a little research on gratitude journaling, and there's several different approaches to it. But the approach that I found that seemed more like me is that every night before you go to bed, you have your journal by your nightstand, and you list things that you're grateful for that day, and then also any wins that you had today or that day. And the idea is to have a positive frame of mind before we go to sleep on that, and to remind ourselves to be thankful. And because we're going to be doing actually writing down on a journal, of course, we're stampers. And so anytime there's paper, there's opportunities for, ink, stamps, and paper as well. All right, so let's go ahead and go through this. This is, now I'll turn the camera around. So I'll share with you what mine looks like here in a little bit. Again, this is Attitudes of Gratitude, and it's 3 things that you're grateful for that day, and writing it in full sentences. Now, some journals, they'll go, like they'll list 10 things, that you're thankful for that day. I like the idea of just sticking with 3 for me. That way I can, I don't have to sit there and try to think of I'm thankful for, definitely things I'm thankful for, like family and friends and, moms and dads and that, but really try to get specific on things that I'm really thankful for. And then also 3 wins of the day. So I'm just going to share with you my journal that I started. This is a notebook, and so I started this yesterday because it's something that I want to really get involved with here. And so I'm grateful for these 3 things, and I wrote them out in full sentences, and then wins of the day. Okay. Journals don't have to be expensive or anything right now, like school is happening. and back to school, so you can get these composition books, like for $1.50 or whatever they run, a little notebook. It doesn't matter what that you have. And then also right now, Stampin' Up! Has these, literally, it is the gratitude journals that if you're a Paper Pumpkins subscriber, you can get these beautiful ones too. That's just up to you, but that's, I want to just state that you don't need anything real major. Okay, so kind of keeping this in mind, I thought what I would do is just kind of share with you how we can take our gratitude journals that we're making, and we can incorporate some stamping with it. So let's see here. Where did it go? Oh, here we go. Oops, my little doohickey went somewhere. Nutter Butters does not have it out. Oh, forevermore. Well, anyways, what we can do is we can take our stamps and we can get our books all ready to go. And let me grab a block here. So here I'm using the Dainty Delight. You can do whatever that you want to have. Here's like the best is yet to come. Let me go ahead and grab that one. This is not exactly what I wanted to do, but I am going to go forward with it. Celebrate You. Let's do that one. It's ready to go. And so let's say that, I'm all about self-celebrating, like we're allowed to celebrate ourselves. So I just can go ahead and get my image on here. So that's just to celebrate you. That might be where I put my win on it. And we could get like our flowers. And let me get one of the small ones. And we'll pick our favorite color. Let's see here. I think we'll get a flirty flamingo. And we can do that. So there's a little posy. Oops. Etc. Again, this wasn't exactly what I wanted. I had a die cut image and I was going to show how you can go ahead and just put that in as well. But this is the idea behind the journaling. What I plan to do is probably journal for a week. And then I'm going to come in and see what it was that I was thankful for. And then we have all of our stamps, and then kind of stamp and have some fun creatively celebrating what I was grateful for. I thought I would just kind of share with you different ways that you can decorate your own gratitude journal. This is one that I did at the in February during Celebration, and I thought I would just kind of show again how that you can take whatever notebook you have and find the measurements and use our designer paper. This is that beautiful Country Inn. I absolutely love this paper. Like, this would be such a pretty journal. And so you just kind of take your measurements of your front of your book, and then I always round down to the next 1/4 of an inch and use that. And so on this one, this happened to be I ended up using a piece of paper 8 by 5. I rounded the corners, and I'm going to do this. And then you can put whatever you would like on the front of it to decorate it, or just make this nice, beautiful cover here. And then we have, our scrap paper that we end up with. This would be perfect that you can use to cut this down to size and maybe, separate out like your gratitude and your wins for the day. We can glue down and separate out things with our our scraps too. So this could be a great way of using scraps. If you had one of these composition books, that are, in all of the office supply areas right now for back to school, what I would do is I would start out by you know, measuring from the black binding here to the edge. So like on this one, you know, it would be I would want to cut, you know, at least a 6 3/4 piece of paper by, what is this one? By, looks like 9 3/4. And then, you know, glue that down after you cut it down, and then you can flip it over and then just trim around the edges of it. And then that way you would have like a perfect cover for this whole thing here. All right, so let's just kind of go back and, you know, we can talk a little more about the gratitude journaling on that. This again is a series. Hi, Linda. Again, this is a series that I'm going to do, not necessarily on just the journaling, but this kind of gets us ready to go for this. Again, it's made to put down your 3 things that you're grateful for that day, written out in complete sentences, and then wins for the day. Like, for example, I have on here that yesterday my win was I folded up the laundry that's been piling up. A household, you know, task is a win for me some days on it. And then a win for me was I completed an exercise routine. So those aren't necessarily gratitudes, but they were wins. And so when I go back a couple of days from now, or a week or a month, I can go back and remind myself of things that I was grateful for that day, as well as wins. And then again, we can do some stamping on our journal to just have us enjoy our paper crafting with that. So a little different live here tonight than normal. But this is kind of a little, what do I want to say, a preface of us getting ready to have some attitudes of gratitude. I will be impromptu coming live on sometime over the weekend. It's Labor Day weekend here in the States. And I'll actually have us like a normal class on it with a card project. But I did want to get us started here with our attitudes of gratitude, and maybe encourage you to go and get a journal, and, you know, maybe start journaling this. All right, everybody, you have a great day, and I will be talking with you sometime over the weekend. Happy crafting. Bye-bye.